My wife and I were fortunate enough to spend our honeymoon in Avon, Colorado. For anyone who doesn't know Avon, it's this idyllic, Hallmark card-looking village along I-70 in Colorado. After an awesome week there, we headed back home in my old Pontiac. The engine of my car broke down, and we had to stop in a not-so-great town called Minturn, Colorado. We blew all of our money on the wedding and the honeymoon, so we had to stay in this awful motel near the railroad tracks. And when I say awful, I mean really awful. When we checked into our room, we noticed a room a few doors down were sealed off with yellow tape, the kind police use to mark a crime scene. We were naturally suspicious of the room, but we couldn't get close enough to find out what had happened. Just make our own theories about what could have happened. I can't remember what they are now. After stacking all of our luggage against the door, it had no lock. We opened the room's window. Outside, a man and a woman, both in their 30s from what I heard, were talking about the guy who overdosed in the room down the hall from us. I remember this part of their conversation. Aside from the heroin, he really had a lot going for him. My new wife and I both thought that was a funny line. I mean, this hotel was crap and everything about the area just screamed depression. But somehow this guy thought his dead friend had a good thing going there, except for the heroin that killed him. It was a tragic event, and one to never be forgotten, but also an extremely interesting way to begin a marriage. On a positive note, the mechanic cut us a deal on the part, apologized that we had to wait a day for it to arrive, and sent us on our way with the best wishes. My wife and I now live in a nice little town in California. We still make stories about what would have happened if the situation was taken from a different approach. The fact that someone overdosed on heroin during our honeymoon will forever leave me asking the following. Who was he, and why would he do such a thing in the first place?